So in this lesson, we are going to take a look at pie charts. It's a graph in the shape of a circle, and it has kind of pie slices to show relative size of different data values. And it's used when you have parts that make up a whole. You can't use a pie chart if it's broken into pieces that don't add up to 100%. So we're going to start with our first pie chart. And this pie chart shows customer satisfaction, and it was a survey of 500 customers. So we've got our steps over here by the questions. So when you look at the pie chart, it's easy to tell that the vast majority were dissatisfied. If you looked at the very dissatisfied with the somewhat dissatisfied and combine those, most of these customers were dissatisfied with whatever customer service they got. And then there was a smaller section, less than a quarter of the customers were satisfied. So question A is how many were satisfied? Since the question doesn't specify very satisfied or somewhat satisfied, we're going to look at both of them together. So we take, first of all, we take our 9% that were very satisfied, add that to the 14% that were somewhat satisfied to give us a 23% of customers were satisfied with whatever service they received. Once you have your percentage, you will convert that to a decimal, divide by 100 or move the decimal 2 places to the left, and then you multiply that by the number of people who were surveyed. In this case, 500 people were surveyed. So then you grab your calculator and multiply, and we got 115 customers. For part B, the question is asking you to compare 2 of the different categories of customers. How many more customers were very dissatisfied than very satisfied? So this time you follow the same process to get the number of customers. So for the very dissatisfied, that was 50% times the 500 customers surveyed, gives us 250 customers who were very dissatisfied. So to find the number who were very satisfied, take 9%, convert that to a decimal, multiply by the 500 customers surveyed, and that gives us a total of 45 customers who were very satisfied. So to find how many more, we will subtract. So we will take the number of customers who were very dissatisfied minus the number of customers who were very satisfied, and that will give us 205 more customers who were very dissatisfied than very satisfied. All right, we're going to look at one more example just so you can see the process again in case you need some extra help. So this time our survey is of 1,000 teenagers, and the question was, what is your favorite social media? This time they've got the key at the bottom instead of right on the pie chart. So they've got the color codes for each of the sections and then the key so you know which color is for which social media. So question A, how many people prefer Google+? So we have to look. Google+ is the purple section, so that would be 14%. So convert your 14% to a decimal. And this time 1,000 teenagers were surveyed. So when you multiply, you get 140 people preferred Google+. Similar question for part B, how many more people prefer Twitter to Pinterest? So we find the group that prefers Twitter. So that's the red section, so that's 25%. So we convert that to a decimal, multiply by the 1,000 people surveyed, and that gives us 250 people. Then we find how many preferred Pinterest, and that was the light blue section, or 8%, converting 8% to a decimal, multiplying by 1,000, and we get 80 people preferred Pinterest. So to find the difference, we subtract. 250 people preferred Twitter minus the 80 that preferred Pinterest, and we get a difference of 170 more people preferred Twitter. And here are your try questions.